One local man has made a career doing what he loves, and he's left his mark on the Ithaca area. You can't go long without seeing his one-of-a-kind sculptures at parks, museums, and on some of the nearby college campuses. Jake Goldberg introduces us to Jay Seaman, who has mastered the art of steelworking.
At first, this looks like an art museum, but it's actually a studio in a man's backyard.
How'd you get into the world of sculpting, and especially with metal?
I've been sculpting since college, which was when I was in my early 20s. I started carving birds out of wood, and I didn't go to school for sculpting at all. I'm self-taught.
The man behind the sculptures is Trumansburg native Jay Seaman, and over the last 25 years he's been sculpting with wood, metal, and glass, making all kinds of creations.
I sold the first bird I made out of steel, and that when I was learning how to do steel, I made a bird, and it sold before it was even finished. And I pretty much said, this is working, and kind of took off from there.
His career has taken off, having sculptures in Texas, Florida, as well as Ireland and India.
What does it mean to have your work scattered all over the country and also the world?
Yeah, the international spectrum. It's fun. You get a call from Ireland that says, I saw your website, I'd love to have one of your pieces. People find you through the internet, it's just small, and the world just gets smaller and smaller, and they want what they want, and it ends up, you never know who's on the other end of the line when they call.
This is the workshop?
This is my shop, studio. I've got wood shop upstairs that I do the carved birds. And this is something that I'm just having fun with. It's just some squiggles that were very fun to make, I have to say, it's a lot of fun working with glass. Glass is a blast.
I asked James, out of all the pieces that he has done, metal or wood, which piece meant the most to him? And his answer was this wooden mantle that is at Cornell University in Sage Hall. He made the piece about 15 years ago, and he discusses how this project fell into his lap.
My name got pushed over to Cornell that I know how to do a mantle. And these designers up at Sage Hall, they said, we need a mantle for this room that we're decorating. I went into the most beautiful room in Cornell University. Little me, I was only 30 years old. I was like, are you kidding me? You need something big, really big. This is a beautiful building. You need something fantastic. The phone rang like 6 weeks later. It's like, how much for one of those mantles that you drew? And I said, I don't know. I don't know how much it's going to cost. When I do these pieces, I just really love to make people happy with the beautiful forms and positions these creatures can put themselves into, and the joy that people get from your efforts is very, very gratifying.
James's big project right now is a buffalo sculpture, which he has been working on for the last couple of months.
And he is all stainless steel. The horns are glass. It weighs probably 1,500 pounds, 10 feet long. It's probably one of the biggest stainless steel pieces I've done.
And why in particular nature and animals do you do most of your sculptures? Is there any particular reason for that?
Because they're beautiful. They're just beautiful. All the animals out there, they're just so beautiful, and turn something like a picture of a bear into a sculpture of a bear, and please these customers is the challenge. Yeah, it's fun that way.
What does it mean for you being from here, being raised here, to have your work displayed all over this New York area?
It's fun to drive by and glance and say, I tell it to my kids and people that I'm driving with. I did that, and it just gives people joy, and it's nice not to send it someplace where you're never going to see it again.